A very good evening to you and welcome to Queen's Table. And this evening we've got an incredible guest yet again. It's the lovely international Ms. Jasmine Foley. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Brilliant, thank you. Well, getting there. It's like the week is flying by, got loads to do. You know what it's like. It just goes so fast, doesn't it? So firstly, a massive congratulations from all of us at Pageant Land. What a journey it's been, isn't it? It's absolutely fantastic. So we'll start off with that. You are international Ms. and what a wonderful, wonderful job you did out in the States, which was brilliant. So just tell me a little bit about this pageant, just for the people that don't know much about it.
Yeah, of course. To be honest, it still feels like so surreal. I don't think I keep saying to people like, when does this sink in? Because I just still can't believe it. I like every other day I'm just like, oh my God, like I won. Like I just it's a very bizarre experience. But International Ms is for women over 26. You can be married. I'm married, so you can be married. And basically any woman over the age of 26, and it's all about like empowering women, empowerment, celebrating women of an empowerment and elegance. So I think it really does do a good job of celebrating all different types of women, and there's an element of like entrepreneurship and those kind of things in there as well, which is what really drew me to it, because that's the kind of stuff that I do in my everyday life. And also they have their own charitable organisation, Still She Rose, which is all about women's mental health and women in pageantry specifically. And if people know me, then you'll know that I'm very passionate about mental health. I've talked about anxiety since I started in pageantry, and that's what drew me to pageants in the first place, after my own struggles with anxiety. So being able to support that cause through International Ms as well was really important to me. So it was just one of those things where something feels completely right, and it did feel like the right fit, and obviously it was, so I'm very pleased.
Oh, you were fabulous. We were watching from home and cheering you on and screaming at our phones and things like that. It's brilliant, you know. And so, wait, it was over a few days, is that correct? Or was it over a week? I can never remember.
Yes, it was over a weekend,
Yeah.
so it was Labor Day weekend in America. So we arrived there on I flew over on the Thursday, and there was something on the Thursday night. It was like a Barbie champagne reception, which looked so good. But unfortunately, I was queuing for customs for hours, that I didn't make it in time to get to that. But never mind. It looked really good from what I saw all the pictures and stuff of the other contestants, and it looked like a really good night. But those are optional activities. So the good thing about, I felt International Ms was very accommodating to women from all different walks of life. So if you're a really busy like career woman that finds it hard to have those long periods of time, some of the activities are optional, and it is okay if you don't attend some of them. And I took my whole family, so me and my husband and Mila, my 3-year-old, we all went. So it was really nice that the schedule was flexible enough for me to actually spend time with them, which was really important to me. I didn't want to go there and just abandon them and not see me for so many days. So that happened on the first night. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, but it looked very good. And then the next day, it started with a photo shoot. All the finalists got to have a photo shoot that morning. So that was really nice, just to get ready and go and feel really glam. And we know photo shoots do like really grow your confidence. When you go for a photo shoot, you leave feeling like, oh yeah, feel good about myself. So I feel like that was a good start to the weekend. And then, yeah, we had loads of activities throughout that weekend. They did the Still She Rose Gala, where we all got to wear national costume on stage, which was like a nice little way to get used to the stage before the final the next day. And we all got to have the gala dinner and everything, which was all included in being there as a finalist. So overall, it was just such a nice weekend, and I genuinely loved and enjoyed every minute. It didn't feel like hard work because of the way the schedule was and the kind of activities we were doing. It was fun and enjoyable, and I got to know everyone really well. So yeah, very good weekend.
Oh, it sounds amazing. And then let's talk about the moment, the crowning moment. I mean, your outfits are amazing and you are a beautiful soul inside out and a very hard worker. We can all see that. It's fabulous. But how did you feel when you got called as the winner?
Honestly, like I don't know. This is what I mean. I still feel like I'm like, what? I feel like that now, and I felt like that in the moment. I feel like the other people, so they crown so the highest overall score of the weekend is the international title, regardless of where you're from. Some people were representing like US states, some people were representing different countries. So, but then they also crown the highest Mrs. USA, and for that there was representing USA that was married, and they do it for the USA as well. And I feel like they look so, like their crowning moments, they look great, and they're like really smiling, and they like look really happy. And mine, I look like traumatized. I feel like I look so sad at the moment. I was so emotional that I'm pulling these faces. They're like, oh, like as they're putting the crown on. I almost wish I thought about the cameras when I was getting crowned. So I was just so like in shock. So I think I'd worked so hard for many years. Like I feel like I've never stopped since I started pageantry. I really have never stopped working towards it. So I think I was so overwhelmed with actually it happening and having that moment that I just a bit shell shocked, to be honest. And I still am a little bit.
Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, it's so great. And let's talk about the photos, the Queen images here. They are amazing, aren't they? They are just so, so good. Some of my favorite photos I've seen in a while, actually. And you just look so fierce. I was loving it. Absolutely loving it. So, you know, you've got some fabulous news as well, haven't you? Because you are now taking over the directorship of International Ms. UK. So let's talk a little bit about that. So when's the final going to be held, and a little bit more information in case people would like to enter?
So it's going to be on the 9th of March 2025 will be the first UK final. I have already had some interest, so I'm hoping to get emails out to the interested people this week, but I will be doing that in batches, so people will have plenty of time to get interested. It's going to be held in Lincoln, because that is where I'm from, and I've made a whole weekend of it. So on the 8th of March is International Women's Day on a Saturday. So I have a really beautiful technique called Charlotte House, and it has all like one wall is just completely like windows. It's really nice, kind of orangery type of venue. So on the first day, I'm having a Women's Empowerment Day there. And I've actually got women flying from all around the world to come and talk at that as well. So that's open to anybody. So that is just an event. It's going to be raising money for Still She Rose, and it's all about empowering women on International Women's Day. And then that evening, there's a Still She Rose party. So you can either buy tickets to one event, you can buy it for both, you can come to whichever ones you'd like. But basically, I know that pageant women, we like travel around all the time. And I thought it'd be easier to try and put everything together. So it's a Women's Empowerment Day on the in the daytime, the Still She Rose party in the evening. And then the next day on the Sunday will be the International Ms. UK final. And I've done it so it's going to be probably from like 3 p.m. till about 6, so that if people travel, they can travel home and still be home in time to sleep and go to work. So that's the plan.
That's an amazing plan. I like that, because obviously when you're down south like I am, that's brilliant news, because it's wonderful, because otherwise you kind of sometimes end up after crowning getting back at like 3 a.m. and if it's a Sunday, it's not good when you've got to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, but a lot of people appreciate that, and it's very very good way of doing it. So what are the requirements for the entry for the UK?
So you just have to be over the age of 26. So like I say, any background, you can be married, you can not be married, you can have children. I'm married and have a child, and obviously I'm the current international Ms. So from any sort of background, just over the age of 26, and obviously living here in the UK. And yeah, I really want it to be a celebration of women. And you said about the time, that's something that I took from the international final as well, because my daughter's never watched me in a pageant or anything. And it's because they're always so late, and I like her to have a normal bedtime. Whereas in America, the pageant was a bit earlier and it finished at 8 p.m. So she got to watch me and go to bed at a normal time.
Reasonable hour.
And then the photo shoot that you mentioned, all the winners, they whisked us straight off upstairs after crowning at 8, and we had hair and makeup in the photo shoot that same night. And I'd love to do something for the Queen that evening on the Sunday as well, so that they go away with like some things that they can share from winning as well.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, sounds amazing. Yeah. And just a reminder for everyone watching that doesn't know, so the finals will be held 2025 international finals. Is that going to be in Florida again?
So yet to be announced. It is going to be in the US, but the location is yet to be announced. I think they are looking at different locations at the moment.
Oh, exciting. So we watched the announcement. I mean, I've got your Instagram going across the bottom there, so people can obviously like follow that. And is there an Instagram for your UK pageant? There is, isn't there, as well?
Yes.
So add that into the comments so people can find that easily if they wish to enter or look at more about the pageant. Oh, it's brilliant. So moving on now to what you've coming up with your title. What plans do you have going forward?
So one of the main things is the events that are coming that are going to be on the day before. So on the 8th of March on International Women's Day. As the winner of International Women's, you do win a grant. So I won a $2,500 grant as the winner of International Women's. So you can use that throughout your year, which again, like I'm from a low income background originally. So I truly believe in things being accessible for all different women. And I think it's such a good thing if you win, if you are given something like that to actually go towards being able to do the things you want to do. So I've used some of my grant towards taking on International Miss UK to help somebody else and empower them to have that experience, and also towards these events. So they'll be raising money for Still She Rose as well, the mental health charity. So if people would like to support my biggest events as International Miss, then that would be the events on the International Women's Day. I also have a platform called Pearls of Wisdom program, which is basically going to be a series of free online modules. So like online learning modules where people can go on, watch videos, and it's going to have some interactive content as well. And it's all different types of soft skills. So if somebody wants to grow their confidence more, if somebody wants to improve their speaking skills, my background's marketing, so any sort of like marketing type skills, there's going to be a whole range of different programs that people can take part in on there for free. So that's another huge thing that's been in the works and will be being launched as well.
That sounds absolutely incredible. Like the amount you do is just amazing. Being a mum as well to young children, and you know, it's incredible. We're like literally, I've followed your journey. I think we met many years ago in the early days.
Yeah, and right at the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's just so lovely to see the progression and what you've done and what you've achieved in your life. It's fabulous. And yeah, we wish you all the best with everything. So thank you so much for coming on Pageant Land and speaking to me this evening. And yeah, all the best for your pageant next year. I've just popped that in the diary already, so we'll all come down and
thank you.
Fun. Yeah, it's got to be done. You need a pageant diary. And obviously I'll pop the other Instagrams and any other social medias in the comments of this video as well. So yeah, thank you so much
for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.